Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at some of the new previews for patch 4.2 that were added to the website. If you didn't know, every patch has a website. I'll include a link to it in the description of the video. Recording this live on Twitch right now, so let's just get right into it without any fluff. So they added a bunch of new sections onto this page. They also added a few things about it on the main lodestone itself, but for the most part we have the feast preview, which if you watch the most recent live letter you have a pretty good idea of what's coming, but still we'll take a look at some of the things that they posted there. The new beast tribe quest, including a preview of the Ananta area as well as the mount, which was pretty much exactly as we guessed. The Glamour dresser, which they actually show what the dresser looks like and it looks pretty cool, as well as some additional updates. So let's just go right into the feast. So first of all, we have the new map, the Crystal Tower Training Grounds. Now, this is a pretty cool looking map. Functionally speaking, I don't know how it's balanced. I see that we obviously have the 4 poles in the center and we have the 2 walls on the opposite sides. But in terms of like a spectacle, there's the chocobos on the left-hand side, there's the Mughals on the right-hand side. So it's not even the 2 teams anymore. It's now Mughal team versus chocobo team, as far as I'm concerned. Yep, there you go. And then you get in there and bam, you got 2 chocobos or 2 Mughals in your face just looking at you. I don't ever want to be on the Mughal side. That's what the Mughal side looks like. I don't ever want to be on that side. That's moving on. And then it's just back to the main thing. There are some other PvP things here. The new team system, they're basically going to be making it so you can form what's like a tiny PvP free company. It's 4 to 6 people on a team, and basically you rank up together. The way the ranking system works is explained in detail in the live letter that was back in December. So if you want the full details on that, look at my video for that, or look at the notes for the actual PvP update that were in that live letter. But it's basically a PvP team with its own separate chat system. They have their own group chat, as they say right here. You get an insignia to represent the party. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm not too familiar with PvP gear, but I don't recognize any of that gear in the game right now. So it's not a great preview picture, but it looks like we will also be getting new PvP gear. I think they said that in the most recent live letter as well, but don't quote me on that one. Pretty sure that's new PvP gear, however, though. And I assume what they're going to be doing eventually with this team system is they're going to be using this to figure out which teams are the best, to invite them to local tournaments. Like, I'd imagine regional tournaments would be more accurate. They've been talking about doing that for a while. They've been talking about, with this new team system, it was really important to get this and the spectator system in place so they could start properly inviting teams to events. I have a feeling we are going to be seeing, quote, esports for Final Fantasy XIV in 2018. Whether or not it's successful, I don't really know, but at the very least, the people who are into PvP now have a little bit more to fight for. You know, they're not wondering what they're fighting for. New rules, in case you don't know, again, that's all detailed in the most recent live letter as well. The light metal effect, which makes you take less damage if you have less than the starting number of medals. On top of that, the UI is getting some adjustments. Battles are going to be shorter. The way that the buffs respawn has changed. There's, again, a bunch of details in the most recent live letter. But that's, you're going to have to read up on that. Too bad that they don't ever include like the nitty-gritty on these websites, but they are promotional websites overall. So the new beast tribe quests. Now, beast tribe quests are always pretty simple. You do 3 quests a day, you unlock a story gradually, and you get them out eventually. Or sometimes you build up a civilization, like we've done with the Ixal, like we did with the Mughals. With the Ananta we have here, we're going to be following the story of the battle maid Alpa, who is the broodmother's daughter of the Vera tribe. And we're going to be following her goal to really back the resistance. She wants to really help the resistance more than the Vera already have. But there's going to be a bunch of stuff they have to overcome. No doubt they're going to butt heads with the Kalyana tribe. So we're going to be exploring that. You can see just a few cutscenes right here of the Ananta. And then this, honestly, I think this looks pretty nice for the Ananta area. This is just going to be what their daily area, I'd imagine not what it looks like right away, but what it looks like by the end of it all. And then here's the mount. That's a big mount, by the way. I can't wait to see that thing fly and swim. Because you're probably not happy, they'll just make it a ground mount. They would never make an elephant fly. Really? We have a flying Christmas bear, and I understand that reindeer can fly too for Christmas, but like, that thing's going to be able to fly and swim. You know it, I know it, we all know it. So that's a pretty hype mount. It's an elephant. You know, it's gonna be an elephant. It's too big. It doesn't have big enough ears to fly like Dumbo. Dumbo had a disproportionate head and ears to the rest of his body. This thing is a proportionate elephant. So I hope he Dumbo flies. I hope his head grows and his ears just expand like a massive size. The Glamour Dresser. Now, for those who haven't been keeping up with this, again, the most recent live letter detailed it in insane detail. But basically, it's a new Glamour system that coexists with the current one, where you're able to make multiple sets of Glamour and just throw them on over your current equipment without actually doing the whole casting of the prisms and all that stuff. Pre-made sets, you can have multiple sets for the different jobs that you have. For example, you could have 4 different sets for your Black Mage, and they would all be there, and you don't have to worry about only being able to cast 1 Glamour per equipment. It's going to be completely separate from that. If you like the old system, or the old system has a benefit that you would like to utilize, the old system is still there. This just will coexist with it. Basically, what you do is you take items, you put them into the dresser, and then they are no longer items in your inventory. They become items in the dresser itself. If you want to, you can retrieve the items. They are not lost to you. And you can hold up to 200 items. So if you are into Glamour, it's 200 additional Glamour slots. If you're not into Glamour, it's 200 additional inventory spots. And why are you keeping all that armor anyway if you're not going to actually use it? But this is the visual representation of what I always imagine like our inventories actually look like. And that's only available in rooms, if I'm not mistaken. In rooms of each city-state in Kugane contain Glamour dressers, which allow the conversion of clothing, weapons, and tools into Glamours. Glamours held within the Glamour dresser can be displayed simultaneously and applied as full ensembles, making it easier to choose the perfect outfit. I can already tell you, I don't care about the way furniture looks. That's cool. People are going to want it in their houses. So 4.3, maybe put it in free company or personal housing? Maybe? I don't know. I just think it looks cool. And then additional updates, we have Subaquatic Voyages. This isn't really too much. This is basically like another type of retainer venture. If anyone messed with the free company airships, it was very similar. Those had the added benefit of functioning with the diadem. There is the theory that Subaquatic Voyages will have some effect on Eureka. I don't think they will. I think this is basically just going to be the equivalent of free company specific retainer ventures, and I don't think they're going to expand on it. But it's just going to allow you to explore new areas and bring new things back for your free company to gather materials for them. What we actually get, we don't know. I like that even though it's a submarine, they still say flight distance right here. I guess, I mean, just distance to objective or something would also work. And then, you know, you get rank ups for the ship. It gets more experience points. It can go further. It can pull back different items, all that stuff. So if you're someone who's into the whole free company workshop stuff and the additional collection of items for the free company, this will benefit you. But for those who either don't have a free company house and are maybe waiting till the 4.2 edition of New Plots is fully detailed, or you just don't really care, then it's not going to be that big a deal. But other than that, some pretty good looks at some of the other stuff. I guess I should show some of the other screenshots of the Glamour dresser as well, with the 10 different sets, and you can dye different colors on all the different... You can have the same outfit 10 times, all different colors if you really wanted to. And you could do it for different jobs. That way you can separate like Summoner and Black Mage and have different Glamours for them. So there's you got a bunch of options. So that's going to be fun to have people explore. But I just wanted to show off all those screenshots and features for those who may not have caught the most recent live letter or just wanted to see the screenshots. There's, of course, on this website, the dungeon screenshots, the Jade Stoa, and the main scenario stuff. The live letter is in 8 days. We'll be finding out a lot more about a lot of this stuff then, and we still haven't seen any previews of the Sigmascape, the Forbidden Land of Eureka, which we'll probably learn about on February 10th, and Hildebrand, who we'll also probably learn about more on February 10th. But on that note, I have a stream to get back to. I'm going to do some Super Mario RPG Randomizer. So thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned because there's some other news-related stuff with Final Fantasy, plus some more Dissidia videos coming down the line. Didn't mean to spam all those ones earlier, but it just kind of happened that way. So I will see all you fine ladies and gentlemen in the next video. Twitch, let's get to Super Mario RPG Randomizer. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, take care.